All right, it looks like we are live, everybody.
Woot.
All right. And one of the first things we're going to hear is Emily just sent me a text. This dude smells like so much ass weed. It's like he crawled out of Snoop Dogg's toilet.
That is that. Ooh, that's a that is a descriptor.
Yeah. Then again, here in town, it's one of those things. I don't care if you smoke. You are an adult. You may use your substances as long as you do so responsibly. But also realize that if you smoke skunk, you need to make sure that everything you wear and possess does not also smell like skunk.
Yeah, it's called that for a reason.
So, what's bad is what Emily just described. I know that smell very well living in the city that I do. Any case, I hope everybody's had a good week. Enjoyed a weekend. I know that three of us ended up nearly laughing ourselves stupid last night.
Yes, and I will have vengeance upon Van, the man.
Yeah, Van killed a dude.
If by vengeance you mean we're totally gonna do Van the Man, then yes.
Emily has informed me that the three of us are very much wrong, since that is just a dating sim. The most we're going to get is a kiss.
I mean,
But she doesn't know about Harland, okay?
Are you already writing fan fiction, Moose?
Oh, me and Harland, we go all the way. And the robot.
Oh yeah, he's there. The three of us and Colonel Sanders have something special that Emily just doesn't understand.
For anybody that's in the group or watching the stream, we were playing the Colonel Sanders dating sim last night, and we will finish it. We do not have button option because we pretty much died of embarrassment after getting kicked by a horse.
No, we literally died of embarrassment.
Yeah, we survived getting kicked by a horse, and then we went in for a kiss.
I'll assume nobody found the secret recipe yet.
We got one special ingredient that Kyle keeps saying paprika for the bleep space.
Yeah.
Are wagon wheels involved?
Not yet. Not yet.
I'm just saying. I know he's upset with us, but we can fix him.
Jesus Christ. Any case, this is our last Holy Winds of the year. We'll be taking next week off for Christmas and then coming back in January at some point. So to catch Claire up and to catch anybody watching up, the party has made it back to Hillens. The party has found out that Smebulok, assuming that the rest of you were dead after being gone for 2 months, signed a 50-year contract with the Metal Pikes and is currently serving as their accountant, making a decent living. He put you up in a hotel and transferred the ownership of the Fahal Guys mercenary company to, I believe, Mularn. You took the paperwork. Dude is in jail, but even Mulak's Mega Karen actions could not necessarily get dude out any faster, and there's currently paperwork that is going through that has been filled out by Mulak and by Peregrine to release dude from prison.
No, by Peppermint Dandelion or whatever the fuck stupid name I gave.
Oh yeah, false name.
I mean, I don't know what it was. That's what it is now.
Yeah, we'll go Peppermint Dandelion. Mulak had a hot date with a fire ganassi at
Larn.
Oh, sorry, Mularn had a hot date with a fire ganassi at a Julius Cheddar's restaurant. Items were purchased. Arvax did not have necessarily a great time at Thirsty Quest. And where we're going to pick up here in just a second is all the dudes came fleeing out of their hotel room after dealing with some odd homunculi that seem to only be able to take damage from furniture.
Yeah. I'm going to kick you squarely in the ass the next time I see you for that fight.
It's worth it. It is worth it.
I'm gonna bring a chair leg for him.
Claire, what they are frustrated about is they dealt with homunculi that had 1 HP that could only take damage from an improvised weapon.
Yeah, I think I saw that on a Reddit post not too long ago as a suggestion.
Yeah, I kind of had to do that. Just be glad I have not thrown the snail at anyone.
Oh god, it's okay. I read that post when that happened. I have contingency plans on how to make that work. We have ways to do that.
Salt exists.
It's unkillable.
Legitimately.
So you put it in a jar and keep it on you.
Yes, but it will always be able to get out of said jar.
Then I will put it in my hanky of holding and make sure it can't get out.
It has ways. The whole snail thing is a troll post anyway. It is wonderful and terrible, and I believe the ghost of Gary Gygax is partly responsible for that bullshit. If not all of the Chris Perkins.
There are
I
multiple
it's more of
Chris
a
Perkins.
Perkins thing. I do feel like that would be more of a Perkins thing.
In any case, so we pick up with this. Peregrine, you are awakened from the room you and Arvax are sharing. The boys took the suite across the hallway, and y'all had the room that had bunk beds. Please tell me Peregrine demanded the top bunk.
Peregrine, sure, she demanded the top bunk. And anytime she moves, like, the whole thing rocks very, very carefully from side to side. Very precariously, rather.
But you wake up to a loud commotion that seems to be dying down in the hallway. Arvax is still asleep and has thrown a hat across the room.
Okay, what are these guys getting up to now? She's gonna try to quietly make her way down from the bunk so as to not wake Arvax.
Give me that dex save. That 10's good. 10's good enough to get out of a bunk bed.
Not silent, but not loud enough to wake her.
You get kicked a little bit.
Sorry. She's gonna go and peek out the door.
Okay, you see in the hallway that there is Greg standing at the rail of the second floor that looks out over the tavern, looking terrified that people are now staring at him. I believe, what was it, Mulak or Mularn was still up on the second floor, because which one of you used the chair at the end of the fight?
Me?
Yeah.
So you would still be on the second floor. Mulak's down in the tavern. Tarl made it out of the building. But there are, what you notice, Peregrine, is there are 2 big piles of black ichor that are rather chunky on the floor. One of which has most of a chair stuck in it, and the other one has about half a chair stuck in it. And you see that Mulak is still holding half a chair.
What the fuck did you guys do now?
Well, saved everyone.
From what? Why do we need to be saved? Why does this happen every time we go in the inns?
I just gesture vaguely around at all the muck.
What is this stuff?
I just shrug my shoulders.
It's what's left of some kind of golem. It's
You-
a made creature thing. It's frustrating.
You also notice
Well-
that Greg has made his way back behind Peregrine at this point.
Why are we getting attacked and ends by this shit?
I don't know. I was asleep.
Yeah, I was too.
Tarl's outside looking around, making sure there's nothing coming out the building.
So far, it seems like nothing, but
Does the ichor stink?
yeah, it has a sulfurous, rotten odor to it. Like it's very pungent,
Can
and
she smell if there's any more?
not any. There's the amount that is right here. The two kind of blorps, and not much anywhere else. Like you're not
Okay.
getting that smell. But the second you smell it, it's very chemically, and it makes the back of your tongue tingle.
What is it with you guys and being around stuff that stinks? Oh my god.
See, Tarl, after a couple minutes, it doesn't look like anything's coming out, but it seems like the entire inn is awake.
All right, Tarl continues to look around. He goes, calling for Greenleaf.
Peregrine, from behind you, you watch a small donkey come walking out of the room and walk past you and then start going down the stairs to go outside.
So donkey sleep inside. Got it. For some reason assumed they had stables for that, but I guess I'm wrong.
When Greenleaf gets down to Tarl, Tarl's going to look around for a stable.
Well, oddly enough, the only one is the clean getaway.
Tarl's going to the clean getaway. He's going to knock on the door.
Okay, it's fairly late. There's a moment, and then all of a sudden, a young halfling man, his eyes are red and puffy. Yes, sir.
I put 5 silver in his hand and say, the inn's not safe. I'm going to bed down in one of your stalls with my donkey.
Oh, okay. That's fine, thank you.
I make my way to the stable with the Greenleaf in tow. We're going to find a stall, prep it, and I'm going to sleep.
Okay, so Tarl beds down for the night with Greenleaf the donkey at the clean getaway. No guilt there. Okay, so back to the inn with everybody else.
I'm just sitting there staring at what's left of this thing, and trying to wrap my head around it. Is there? Can I make anything out of it? As far as like, do I have? Well, no, I guess
Give
I
me
wouldn't
give me
look
an
at that.
give me an investigation check as you're poking through its remains. Okay, as you are I'm assuming you're poking around with a bit of chair. You do find some remnants of biological material inside the ichor, which is very viscous and has about the same consistency as as GAC from back in the 90s. Just that very thick, non-Newtonian kind of boogery.
Yeah.
It seems to be a little caustitic because the wood, after a little while, you're noticing the wood on the floor seems to be chewed away a little bit. Not like it's eating all the way through, but it's sitting there probably is not going to be good for the long term. It's already kind of like worn off that top layer.
Yeah, that finish is ruined.
Yeah, pretty much. But you also find that there are some bones.
Can I make out the bones?
They look very familiar to one that your brother has in his possession. But it's not like a whole femur. It's like finger bones, or it looks like a shorter bone from the forearm.
What friggin' bone does he have?
Which bone do you have again?
Oh, sorry. It just says rune etched femur bone. We got it from that were crawfish.
I love how out of context that is.
She's been listening for a while. 100% on point. Or 100% on brand. So they have more of these bones in there. They're etched and rune carved.
Yeah, you see about 4 bones between well, maybe 5 bones. It's not between the 2 piles of ichor that have been carved.
I am going to carefully kind of see if I can't carefully pick the bones out. Maybe get some water or something to kind of splash around and kind of clean them off. And
Okay,
I'm going to
give me
I'm going to take them.
Give me a sleight of hand check getting them out. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
You're good.
That'll never happen again.
The hotel owner, or the tavern owner, the half orc individual is up there, and by this point, y'all notice that where Greg was standing there now is a halfling, a nervous looking halfling.
Did you learn a trick?
Why, no, miss, I've always been a halfling. Yes, Hillings, my whole life. Mm-hmm.
Insight check.
Go ahead and insight check. This is Greg.
She's gonna kind of give him a knowing smell. All right, what's your name, new halfling companion? Greg is fine. That's a very normal halfling name. Might that be your name?
It's better than what I was thinking.
All right, Greg it is. Nice to meet you, Greg.
You should probably put that, and just gonna kind of look at him and go, we'll workshop a last name in case someone asks.
I was gonna go with Teabaggins.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
And you notice that Greg was just holding up in a hand a bunch of tea bags. Oh,
Yeah,
I had a backstory.
I mean, we already have peppermint and dandelion, and both of those are teas, so you might as well just run with it.
The big lady has a point. As long as you got a backstory, I think it'll be fine. Anyway, so I'm going to slip these bones into my pocket.
You pocket the bones.
And I'm going to address the fine orc gentleman. Is little, like, half-formed monkey creatures climbing into the windows, and is that like a service that y'all provide, or was that just completely random?
I'm gonna say completely random. The only service we offer is beds, bath, food.
And beyond?
No, this I would assume is beyond. I don't provide that. I used to offer mints, but then the Dandelion family took those away from us.
Okay, I'm back. Yeah. Have you seen anything like these things before?
I am literally looking at a pile of shit on my floor I have to mop.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna have to refinish my floor.
Yeah. Like before it was a pile of goo, it was like a little like half-formed monkey dude.
Monkey dude.
I will take your word for it.
Okay, that's not ringing any bells.
You know what? Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, it totally does. No.
We left this just to kind of give you a baseline for us. We left here 3 days ago, or 4 days ago, after the kobold attack.
That was
Okay, I'm gonna
2
say that.
months
I'm gonna
ago.
say that. I'm gonna say that again. We left here 4 days ago after the kobold attack. So that is currently our. We left here 4 days ago. We got back here yesterday, and it was 2 months later. That's kind of where our baseline is right now. So nothing really surprises. It's going to be hard to surprise us at this point. So on the weird scale, we're kind of in the red zone. So I apologize if this is a bit if we're asking questions that in hindsight may be extremely simple for you. They may not be for us. You follow my you know what? Here's 8 silver for the chairs. Um, that apparently fun fact apparently chairs are the only way to kill these things. It's weird. I did the experiments. I've already done the research and the legwork on it. If for whatever reason these little half-formed monkey dudes show up again, hit them with a chair. Apparently, that's the only thing that works.
He's staring at you, but he's already begun mopping up this mess.
Yeah. 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 I get what you are thinking is how I feel. I just want you to know that.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, do y'all have like a local magistrate or something like that that might be able to answer some of our questions about this stuff tomorrow?
You could
that we could go visit?
always ask one of the prioresses at the Temple Mod, or you could ask the Richter, or you could try to get an audience with the Elder Prioress. But
We'll put a pin in that for now.
Yeah, that's already on our to-do list.
There's also all the gnomes that are the same gnome, but not the same gnome.
It's Mebulock.
No, it's the wizard that has all of his copies that are numbered.
Where's that guy?
He lives across town. He has a pet gelatinous cube.
Oh, Glorbles. Okay, yeah.
We might want to try that person. Yeah, we did some work with him.
I'm gonna I'd literally pull out a small notebook and write Wizard Glorple's dad ?
It'd be Wizard Gorbswabble.
Wizard Gorbswabble. Got it. Cool. And he, across town.
Yeah. I'm also assuming you don't want to sleep in the same room. Also, was there a donkey in here?
What? No.
No.
Sleeping in
How
here.
would we get a donkey in here?
I don't
Yeah,
know, but
it's been
2 weeks since you looked at me.
we've had it's been a night.
If you're talking about the smell in particular, that might be our dwarvish friend. He actually has decided to grace us with going and sleeping in the stable for tonight. So if the smell is what you mean, probably him.
actually, you wouldn't know that. Y'all actually don't know where Tarl is at this point.
Shit.
Mularn saw him run out the door because the innkeeper. I'm only asking because there is a giant pile of donkey manure in the chamber pot. Neatly in there. I don't even know how that would happen unless someone just happened to place it in there.
Our dwarven friend collects weird stuff. Maybe he decided it was time to do a spring cleaning.
And there's his family has this weird / special but mostly weird thing with donkeys. I go back to my notebook and I'm gonna write donkeys plus Tarl equals ? I got that. That's something else. I need to put a pin in that. Go back and later. Okay.
I know what I just wrote. I know what I just wrote in the chat. I meant like it's canon that Greenleaf is potty trained. But it sounds like canon. It looks like canon is saying it.
Yeah, we'll how much is it? How much is it a night here?
He just hands you a key. It's paid for by the gentleman from the Metal Pikes, so it's not as good as that.
Okay.
It shares a bathroom with the bunk bed room that I gave you as well. So
okay. Yeah, sorry. Once again, sorry. Not our fault, obviously. But yeah, okay. It's good. I'm going to turn around to everyone else and go. I'm going to go back to sleep. I'm going to make my way back upstairs, and I'm going to take pieces of the broken chair with me, like grab the broken chair with me, and I'm going to walk past Peregrine and Greg. Come, Greg, we've got booby traps to set. I'm going to walk into the room and proceed to start essentially setting up booby traps in front of just inside the windows. Where if you come through the window, you land on the broken chair pieces.
give me a sleight of hand check to see if you set up this booby trap. It's fine. It is fine. It is fine. It is
awesome.
But Greg curls up in a chair in that room as disguise self finally wears off of him.
I'm gonna walk by, pat him on the head, and collapse into another chair.
Mulak and Peregrine.
Did we get a long rest?
No.
Then I will go finish a long rest.
Okay.
Hey,
So
check the DMs.
Huh.
DM.
check DMs.
Which for me is only 4 hours, so if I, however much I need.
Okay, so everybody is going to finish a long rest.
Nice. Yay, get stuff back. Oh.
Be right back.
Okay, so I need somebody to roll me a D100.
Eight.
Wow. With that, y'all are going to wake up later in the morning after your harrowing evening. And as you begin to get up and get ready for the day, you can hear that off in the distance there is a horn being blown from the square. Tarl, you awake to the sound of a horn being blown. Did you take your armor off when you laid down at the stables?
Yes.
Okay, you do not wake up with exhaustion.
As we're kind of getting ready and everything, I'm going to turn to my brother and go, you have that bone with all the stuff carved on it?
Depends which one you're talking about. Yeah. Why?
As you
Let
say
me
that,
see it.
just you hear Greg. Gross.
Greg, don't kink shame. Let me see. You mind if can I borrow it for a while to look at it?
Sure. I had it to him.
All right. I will take it, and seeing as we are kind of in a rush, in a hurry, I will put it with the rest of the bones and finish getting ready.
What are we in a rush for? To get to the
Uh,
magic shop to meet your new girlfriend. Yes.
The girls want to do this Drifus thing.
So
I'm
the
back,
twin.
by the way.
Okay.
It's stupid. I'm just gonna say that first.
I agree, but they want to do. Who are we to stop them?
The smartest people around.
and the just and I'm prettier. I'm just saying, just a little bit.
Okay, so the twins are discussing and arguing. Tarl, are you getting up and getting dressed?
It's our standard argument.
Yes, I'm getting dressed.
All right, Peregrine, what are you doing?
Baron's gonna go have some breakfast. Is Arvax up, or is she gonna be still snoozing for the time being?
Arvax is up, and she is grumpily eating breakfast at the moment.
For the time being, she'll go grumpily eat with her. Is anybody else down there?
No, it seems like Yar actually slept through the beginning of the breakfast rush, and Arvax is... Part of the reason it seems like she's grumpily eating is like she's trying to literally get food into her to operate and be mostly, I guess, elven today, or human, so she can be at operation to go down to the auction.
Huh.
Like, she's trying to do it quickly.
Yeah, that's fair. She'll also eat somewhat quickly then, for the time being.
Okay.
I'll go downstairs and try to see if I can see where Peregrine is.
It's hard to miss either one of your companions that are down there.
Okay. Is Peregrine by herself, or is she eating with others?
She is eating with Arvax.
Man, I wish I could have this conversation with Emily then. I will just sit down next to them.
Okay, I think I just got another surprise Secret Santa thing, and I have no idea who from, but it's Phasmophobia, I'll wait in the van, as a sticker. Who did this?
Wow.
Who did this? I feel called out right now.
Well, I mean, yeah. Hang on, let me. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and click up one on my my Secret Satan, fantastic top, life counter.
Yeah, because this
Oh,
one is
that's a yarn.
this one's addressed to me in a totally different name from anything I've gotten so far this year. Oh my god, I'm gonna take a picture and show it to y'all though, because it's actually a really cool sticker.
Wait, did we get a new Secret Satan?
Yes,
So
I am almost certain this is another new Secret Satan.
Does that mean we have 4 people that are doing this now?
A minimum? Yeah.
Sneakies.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
I haven't gotten any of them.
We have the 2, your Secret Satan that will open later, or that you can go ahead and open now. I honestly don't mind. Hang on, I gotta show you all this though, because this is awesome.
No, he's gotta wait till Christmas, Claire.
The fuck if the rest of us did that?
All right, I posted it in the Holy Winds channel. It's popping up in a second. That was so cool.
Okay, that is cool.
Wow.
Because the one time you didn't wait in the van.
I died very quickly.
No, I think the one time you didn't wait in the van, we got a fantastic noise.
We got an amazing clip out of that.
Oh my god.
It is a great sound effect. Like Moose's yell, you doing that, and then just me repeatedly saying, "I'm out."
I like your nope, 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 nope.
Oh yeah, I mentioned Hewitt how I would be in the van and then I would just suddenly hear nope, 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 as you just be slowly walking towards me, just getting closer and closer, saying no the entire time as you're running away.
I want to. I gotta download that game and so that I can play with y'all because that game just seems amazing.
It was honestly super fun.
Just need somebody else to actually do the streaming of it next time that'll actually be going into things. Or else it's just going to be me yelling on the radio.
I also got a really super badass Metal Greymon sticker as well, which is also really cool. And I'm going to take a picture of it and then post both of these
Cool.
in the Secret Santa channel.
Cool. Is Moose actually opening his stuff?
Moose, go open your stuff.
Okay, hold on.
I know who
I'll be right back.
I know who one of the Secret Satans is because they contacted me to make sure stuff got delivered.
Sneaky, sneaky.
I know who
First half.
all the Secret Santas are because I'm the one who made the list.
And you checked it twice. Ha
Yep.
ha.
Anyway, so
Where are they?
I'm sending him to get the get the
Okay.
gifts.
Mularn, what are you doing as your brother is about to have a very awkward conversation with the girls or with the women's?
I am going to go ahead and get some breakfast, and some coffee, and stuff. And I will go and I will join. I will go sit near, not at, but near, like a one or two, like a chair over from them, and eat my breakfast. And eat my my kale and fennel egg white omelet.
None of that is there. It is literally a slab of ham and an egg.
Tarl's
100%.
gonna make sure Greenleaf's got some feed and tell him keep your ears open for the call, otherwise stay here. And I'm gonna venture back over to the inn, sit down by Mularn, and eat breakfast.
I feel like Mularn, you would have asked for that, and he literally would have just put food on a plate and stared at you.
Right. Just you know what, this is fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was my Santa.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and put some of my family ale in Mularn's cup.
Are you being sneaky, or are you this just what you're doing?
It's just what I'm doing.
Ooh, dwarvish coffee. I like that.
Best part of waking up is ale in your cup. Day drinking.
Hold up, we're reviewing gifts.
What'd you get? What'd you get?
I'm pretty sure this is Santa because it's weird snacks and weird art. The art is freaking amazing.
Is it
It's
snack
it's
time?
it's another one on a dictionary page, which I thought was really freaking cool last time. Some squid bento snacks and portobello jerky.
Okay, that last one sounds good.
I might have to steal the portobello jerky.
Squid snacks.
But I can tell you, because of the person that contacted me, that is your secret Satan.
This is Satan?
Yeah, this is your Satan.
Wow.
Thank you. Whoever was it, Claire? Were you the one who made the typo, or did Topher make the typo?
I don't think there was a typo. I think he read it as Satan. And because it was from the one in question was from like that something pagan site, it ended up just fitting that he was like, I want to believe it was Satan instead, and so he just stuck with it.
And now all of us are calling the secret Satan and the 2 copycats, or 3 copycats maybe, that because of this. Oh my god. If there's another round of this, I'm going to call shenanigans. Any case, so Mulak, you sat down and you were going to say something to your front line.
Yes, so I'll sit down and say, good morning. Quick question, just a hypothetical.
Who, me?
I'm talking to both of you, but currently you because Emily's not here.
Okay.
If one of you were to make a decision for yourself and then have someone else say that that is the wrong decision and try to take that away from you, would you enjoy that?
I think it would depend on the type of decision.
a very personal decision
I
based
probably
on
wouldn't
something that
enjoy
you
it. No,
based on something you strongly believe in.
probably not.
Then why are we doing this to this guy? He made this decision himself, for himself, knowing what would happen to him.
I mean, I don't
And-
understand. Go ahead.
And specifically asked us not to help him.
I mean, you can say that and not mean it, though. That's a pride thing, not necessarily what's actually for the best or not. But I don't know. I don't fully understand the whole religious thing. But the best I can say from it, though, is per my understanding, even though he did something that's against what his code says, it still was for the greater good, though, which is still what his mindset and religion should push for. I don't think
Right.
it's
If that's another question I had. If I were to do something amazing and save the world, and I'm being punished for that by my god, wouldn't you
That'll
think
never
maybe
happen.
maybe you should find a new god?
I mean, I'm not going to comment on that part in particular. I don't fully understand the full devotion aspect of those things, so I can't really say for certain on that. But I mean, I would think so.
Okay.
Maybe.
Just checking.
I don't know. It can be hard to unlearn things, though. I feel like this may be something that would have to be unlearning.
Okay. Just throwing that out there.
When Arvax unzombifies from eating, she may have more opinions on the matter.
Something that Emily told me to say in case something like this brought up is like, while chewing, just look, you don't gotta go, and you don't gotta do it, but I am, because this isn't right, and that's it.
What? It's not right for you, but it's right for him because he chose it. That's just my opinion, though.
And she's just gonna chew and stand up, okay, and she's gonna walk out the door.
I'm good with it. I will not go to his thing.
Okay. So Arvax is off to the square. What is the rest of the party doing? Mulak is not going to go.
I'm gonna see. I heard that there's a magic shop, so I'm gonna look for that.
Okay, I will drop you over on the building that is the bouncy fire. Peregrine, what are you doing?
So this is the auction day, is that right?
Yes, it is the y'all are actually slightly late for the start of the auction.
Okay, yeah, she would end up going with Arvax.
Okay, Tarl.
Now look at Mularn. You heard the conversation. What do you think?
I think that he thinks he's getting exactly what he deserves. I think he's wrong and doesn't deserve what's about to happen to him. But also that he knew that is literally the world that he is in. And pragmatically, there is nothing that's going to change his mind. I also think that I'm gonna go with him just to kind of see and just to keep an eye on him.
Well, I'll go along with you. Keep an eye on him. But think about what Mulak says. maybe this guy thinks he can do better greater good by going into this system and breaking it.
You and I, Tarl, you and I have spent enough time with Drifus to know that he doesn't.
Well, let's go see how it plays out.
Yeah. I'm gonna look over at my brother and go. I'm gonna go with him. Just
Fine.
to keep an
I'll-
eye on him.
I'll catch up later. Just shoot me a message if something gets out of hand.
I will. Oh, I'm also gonna catch gonna roll out and go walk up to Peregrine and go, oh, hey, by the way, here. And I'm going to hand her a scroll of message.
What does this do?
It is a spell on a scroll. You know how my idiot brother likes to would just look off and cast a spell and try to talk to Smebulok out of thin air.
Yes. Yeah.
It lets you.
He does
you do
that a lot. Oh.
Once, but you can. If you use it, then you can talk to somebody that's relatively. That's like 100 feet, at least at most 100 feet away from you.
Do I just activate it, or do I have to be able to read it?
That is a DM.
I think. Let me double check. I thought you had to read the scroll.
Or do you know how to transcribe it into a different language?
Kind of only works in in what it's written in.
Actually, that is a good question. So you may have to read it, but is it a global language?
Okay, if the
Is
spell
it only written in a one language?
If the spell is on your class's spell list, you can read the scroll and cast it without providing any material components. So
Because I would think if it's magic, theoretically, like magic items fit for their user no matter what. So would a magic scroll be legible as long as the person could read a language?
It is in a cipher, and as long as it's on your spell list, you can actually use it. Otherwise, the scroll is unintelligible.
Wait, then what's the point of a scroll if you have to have it?
You don't have to prepare it.
You don't have to prepare it. Casting the spell by reading the scroll requires the spell's normal casting time. So you do have to read it.
And generally, I say if they're trained in Arcana, they can probably figure it out.
Yeah, I would say that's fine. Yeah, you got to be able to read it. And I would say if you have a high enough Arcana, you should be able to use it.
Fine, a high Arcana.
Are you proficient?
Are you proficient in it? Yeah, go with that.
I have a 1.
Do you have the little box filled in?
No.
Then no.
Damn.
I'm slinging the bloody war pick on my back and getting my hammer back in my hands.
As you do that, like everybody in the street's like, oh shit, something about to go. Oh no, he's just walking. He's just doing his daily thing. Okay, so y'all are making your way down the street.
Making my way.
Yeah. Okay, so I know it was Claire saying making my way, and then someone else said something that said, It sounded like Claire said, "Making my way," and then there was a fart noise. Is what it almost sounded like.
Making her way to the van down by the river.
Is it Van, the man by the river?
Whatever it is, I'll
It
wait
is
in it
now.
if it's the van.
Oh my god, that character is such a freaking JoJo character. Anyway, we will start with Mularn. You walk to the magic shop, the bouncy flame.
Mulak.
Sorry, Mulak. My bad. Y'all did this to me.
I named that character first.
Dude, I totally bit off of his. I totally copied off of his homework.
Okay, so Mulak, you are outside the small or I should say, it's a 2-story building, lead glassed window, and there is there are 2 interlocked fireballs, and it says the bouncy fire.
Does it look like an upstanding establishment?
Give me an investigation check.
Oh god, I'm not good at this.
It seems reputable.
Okay. Before I go in that same investigation check, does it look like there are any anti-magic things around, like the outside of the door?
With your investigate,
I'd imagine that can't happen in a magic shop, but I'm not sure.
I would say that with an investigation check, you do notice that there are runes etched into places. Like they seem to match into the wood grain, or they seem to be hidden into the pattern of the glass. You notice a few of them that you would recognize as warding. But nothing anti-magic. You'd have to do an arcana check or detect magic for something like that.
I will detect You know what? I'm just gonna go for it. I am going to make myself look, and it's not an illusion. Once again, it's like straight up I look like this. Just a dude. Same clothes that I'm already wearing, but instead of Chris Angel, I look like David Blaine.
Why?
Just human, so that I don't look like my brother.
I was just gonna say, I mean, if you're gonna look like David Blaine, you're just gonna be a tiefling.
You know what? David Copperfield.
Okay.
You know, still pretty handsome, and having the shirt open and stuff makes sense if I'm David Copperfield.
He looks like a minotaur.
and I'll walk in.
Okay, you walk in. The first thing that you're hit by is the smell of very strong coffee filling the building. And you hear from the back, "Oh, I'm sorry, we're not fully open just yet. Sorry. You go ahead and look. Just give me a minute." You hear coming from back towards the back of the building.
Take your time. No rush. And I'll start looking around. Let's see what kind of shit they have around here.
You notice several magical items. There are scrolls and books. There are pens. There are some trinkets and jewels.
I'll look at the trinkets and jewels. I'm literally looking too, but also just buying time.
Okay, there's some rings. There's a couple of finger guards that look like it's a ring that goes over 2 fingers and has kind of a bar with etched lettering in it. There is a case of glass vialed liquids. It looks like there's a couple empty spaces in there, like they haven't restocked some of their sold wares.
What is the most gaudy looking piece of jewelry?
There is a large gold chain that has a clock.
Not that kind of gaudy, like nice gaudy.
Well, it's a nice watch. It's about the size of your palm. And the chain looks like it would hang down about the clock itself would hang about mid-chest.
So it's not like a Flavor Flav necklace.
No, it's not a full-on Flavor Flav. It's just like a Flav.
Okay, I'll start looking at that thing. I'll detect magic on it.
Oh, when you cast Detect Magic, you now have a headache. You got a migraine coming on because there's so much magic in here.
Nice.
Like, literally everything, including the shelves, seem to have some form of enchantment on them.
Most of them, like, kind of, I don't know, anti-theft.
Yeah. A lot of it is abjuration.
Okay. Can I pick up what this necklace is?
Give me a second to double check one spell. It is you get transmutation off of it.
I'll put it back on the shelf because I don't want her to think I'm stealing or anything. But
Okay, let me phrase. All the trinkets are inside a glass case. Like you're looking.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. So I'm like at a jewelry store essentially.
Right, there's a little wheel on the side of the case that you can turn, and it moves different trays with different things on it. I mean,
Okay.
the area is roughly, the shop's probably about 30 feet wide, and about it so far where you're at, about 50 feet deep, right around where the counter is.
Okay.
And then it looks like there's some back there, and there's a set of stairs that go up to a second floor.
I'll just peruse around. I'm not looking for anything specific. I'm just keeping that necklace in mind, and then I'm just patiently waiting and kind of looking around. Is there any cool artwork or anything?
There is a picture of a human in a white one-piece outfit that has a very low V-neck, and the texture seems to be velvety.
Does that have magic coming off of it?
No.
I'll walk up and just kind of look at it and can I reach it?
Yeah, that's like if you touch the bottom of, like you can touch kind of the bottom of the picture, it has a velvety texture.
Nice. And everything in this place looks like is the shop clean and well kept and
Very.
basically I'm judging this woman based on her shop because my brother is interested in her and she might be interested in him, so I'm being very judgy but also not in a bad way.
You're slightly impressed by how immaculate this store is compared to what the rest of the town looks like. Also the fact that like 2 months ago this place was on fire.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep looking around and just wait for her to come out.
After a few minutes, you see a tall fire ganassi woman, flicks of flame coming from her hair. She has not done it up yet. It looks like she was literally just opening shop and might have forgotten to relock the door after picking something up from outside. She has a robe pulled tight around her very full figure. How can I help you, honey?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'm just seeing what kind of things you have for sale here. I noticed a really nice necklace there. What? I'm sorry, my name is David. What is your name?
Her eyes flicker and glow for a sec. It's not.
What?
Your name's not David.
She can't tell that.
Oh, wait, you got that ring, don't you?
Yes.
Never mind. I forgot you had that damn ring. So he goes, oh, well, it's nice to meet you, David.
Oh, nice to meet you too. What was your name? I'm sorry, I missed that.
I didn't give it to you.
Oh, okay.
But you can call me Miss McPhew.
Miss McPhew. Well, pleased to meet you, Miss McPhew, and I'll extend my hand for a handshake.
She puts her coffee down and shakes your hand. Very firm grip.
Okay. We got a pretty nice place here. I didn't know places like this existed in this town.
Obviously, you haven't been here long, because I have.
Well, that's true. I've been in and out a few times, but just passing through. But I've not recently stumbled across a little bit of money and thought this might be the place to come. I've heard great things.
Is that so?
I have.
Anyway, honey, it's early, and I'm sorry, I forgot to lock the door. But was there anything in particular you're looking for, so I could try to help you?
Yeah, what's this necklace here?
Oh, uh, that is called a Chronophore.
Do I know what that word means?
Give me an intelligence check.
Probably not. Let's see. 3.
That's fancy.
What is that?
Well, it's a very powerful magical item that allows you to go back about a minute or so. Allows you to go back in time or to move forward in time by about 1 minute.
Kind of like Hermione's necklace.
A little bit.
How much does that go for?
About 7,000 gold.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's a lot of money.
I know, it's been here a hot minute.
Whew. Wowzers.
I'm assuming that's a little out of your price range.
Oh, that is vastly out of my price range.
Well, I do happen to have a broom of flying. Just made it yesterday or a day before.
How much is that?
100 gold.
100 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll take it.
And she hands you what looks like a very well-made broom.
I give her 105 gold.
She hands you the 5 back. Honey, I don't work for tips anymore.
That's for me taking your timer this early and ruining your coffee.
Fun fact about me, and she just picks up the mug. My coffee never goes cold.
Aha! What? How do I work this thing?
Well, you gotta know the magic word.
And that is?
Levitas.
Levitas. Let me write that down. And can I change that, or it's always that?
You could change it, but you'll need to sit down with the broom, have a conversation with it, and make sure it understands exactly what words you want.
Okay. Okay. Do I need any training for this, or?
You'll get used to it. I mean, it's not like I can put training wheels on something that flies for you, honey.
Okay. 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 You seeing anybody?
Have a nice day, sir.
I just want to insight and see if is she actually like kind of nice, or is she just being customer servicey?
Roll an insight check.
13.
She is very pleasant.
Okay. And seems like a upstanding. She seems worthy to date my stupid ass brother.
That is up to you.
Hmm.
Okay, so the way the broom works is while you're on it, you have a fly speed of 50. It can carry up to 400 pounds. But its flying speed is 30 while carrying over 200 pounds.
Okay, let me write all this down. Okay, flying speed of 50. And how many pounds is that? 200? Hello?
I'm sorry, what Tarl just did is devious as hell. Okay, so
wow.
your fly speed is 50 feet. It can carry up to 400 pounds. If you're carrying over 200 pounds on it, the fly speed will drop to 30.
Over 200. Fly speed is 30. Well, good thing I weigh under 200 pounds.
Fun additional thing is you can send the broom to a destination within 1 mile that you know by speaking the command word and the location, and then you can call it back to you as long as you are within 1 mile from it.
All right.
Oh, so someone do me a favor real quick and figure out the math. If it's 50, that's 300 feet a minute. How fast is that in miles?
5,280 feet equals a mile.
I'm just saying if it's traveling 300 feet a minute.
4 miles per hour, basically.
$17.6 minutes.
It's about 3.5 miles per hour, so it's not super fast.
I was hoping it.
Pi r squared. Sorry, I just wanted to. I heard math and I got confused.
I was just wanting to figure out how fast it. Like, it's not like this thing's gonna be rocketing through the countryside. It's gingerly gonna be moving.
It moves faster than we can walk, I guess.
That's true. So,
Alright,
you've bought a broom, and
I'll hop on it as soon as I get outside and say levitas.
it begins to hover.
I'll get used to it, and then I'll just hover over towards wherever the hell they're going to see this idiot hang himself or whatever the hell he's doing.
Okay, it's gonna take you a minute. Also, do me a favor, Mulak. Roll me a d20 as you're going down the street.
Ooh.
Okay, as you're going, you see a burly, half elven man of dark elf descent, kind of a bluish purple tint to his skin, a little bit of scruff on his chin, wearing a black sleeveless vest over a gray tunic instead of pants. You, fine adventurer, look like you need an adventure that reaps great reward.
Okay.
Also, we have mimosas.
Okay.
You just must enter this building to begin your quest.
You know what? I have an adventuring party. Let me go get them, and we'll be back.
He grabs the end of the boom. Come on, man. Like, seriously, my manager's outside and I'm working on commission. Could you please just come in?
No, I'm good.
Shit.
We'll be back. Wait, is it a restaurant?
When you're looking at it, it's a 3-story building that just has in big letters on a wooden sign. It just says Thirsty Quest.
Okay, so is this like a party thing? Is it a room we have to like escape out of?
It's a whole adventure, my friend. Like, come on, my manager is right. Like, you look over and you see this gnome, smaller than Smebulok, just kind of like wearing this Thirsty Quest tunic, and he has like several pieces of flair, and he's just grumpily looking at this young half-elven individual.
Is it do we have to pay like a cover charge, or is it like as we go? How's it work?
It is 5 silver to embark on the quest, and you get drinks the whole time you're in. Yes, and there's prizes if you complete it.
Here is 2 gold and 5 silver. And I would like to make a reservation.
You just see him look over at the gnome, and the gnome just nods approvingly.
You can go ahead and mark it down for we have an adventuring party name, if that'd be okay. Can we save it as that?
Yes, brave adventurer. What is your party's name?
The Fall Guys. But it's spelled, and I spell it out for him.
He just nods.
That's literally our adventuring name.
Fahal's Guys. Yeah. That is what Smebulok set it up as.
And we'll be back, what time is it right now?
It is currently. You probably were in there about a half hour or so.
Good. So it's still pretty early in the morning. We'll be here later this evening. If you could save us a table for 5. I don't know how it works. Do you have a pamphlet? Do you have a pamphlet or like a menu?
We give those out, brave adventurers, when you come in for your quest.
And it's called Thirsty Quest.
Yes.
Very well. I, Mulak, and then I'll drop what I'm looking like right now so that I look like myself in front of him and say, we'll be back later.
Okay. So that is where we leave the fancy shiny twin for now.
And then I'll start just finding wherever the hell this freaking thing is, and I'm not hurrying my way there. I'm getting used to the broom and making my way there.
Get ready downtown.
Malak just puttering his way on the Scooty Puff Jr. down towards everybody.
And that image is now going to live rent free in my head.
Little poofs of dust are now, and then puffs coming out of the back end of the broom. Just
Little glitter now and then too.
okay. To the rest of the party, you make it down to the square.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, no, okay.
Knox.
We hear.
Yeah.
We hear me.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. She just went in the room.
You're good.
So you make it down to the square, and you can see that there's a bunch of food stalls set up. You see that there is a very happy dwarf that has a set of mutton chops that go up to a mustache. That is very happily selling ale and brown bread and other assorted goods. And you can see there's also another one that is a gnome and a halfling that are selling sweets from a smaller tent. And there is a scaffold that is built, and you also notice that you're seeing a couple of the iron or the metal pikes and a couple of the hill guard just kind of around the crowd. It's not a really big crowd, but the thing that catches your attention very quickly is on the stage there is a very tall, hairless tabaxi that is very finely dressed with several tattoos visible from the edge of his clothing. And, yes, we are coming to the end of our sales. We only have 4 more that can be rented out. May they serve their debt free from the church and all. And you see a group of kobolds. One of them being one of those really burly swolebalds. Some of the attackers of Hillens, right here, yes. May I get an opening offer? And you watch as throughout the crowd, there's several elves that are very finely dressed. There's one very, very well-dressed human. There is one fabulously dressed gnome. And all of y'all give me a perception check. Okay, all of y'all will notice it. You see Prioress. Let's see, where is it? Right here, so I pronounced the name right. Jathair, the one who gave Arvax and Tarl the contract that led y'all to Croth.
She still owes us for the contract, doesn't she?
Y'all had not tried to get in contact with her yesterday to resolve the contract.
I'm gonna walk up to her.
Okay, go ahead and move your token.
Yes.
You see the gnome raise his hand. 10 gold.
Gonna look over at the prioress and say, about that Croft contract.
She turns and looks. And then looks down. Oh, you're alive. That's so fantastic. We thought you died.
No, we completed the contract. We need to set up or talk about payment.
She goes, yes, 15 gold. And then she looks at you. Do you have the relic with you?
We'll have to set that meeting up first.
We can do business here. You hear someone yell 20 gold. And she kind of glares over at the gnome. 25.
I believe you already know the answer to the question about the relic.
Do I? She just looks at you, actually confused.
Considering what's on the auction block today, I assumed that you were informed.
I was informed that a former woven branch was here. And that's about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't invited into the big kid meeting, it seems.
Well,
You see the very well-dressed human. 50 gold. And she just kind of looks over. And do all of y'all speak Elvish except Peregrine, don't you?
Yes.
You hear her, Peregrine, you don't speak Elvish, do you?
No, I don't. No.
The only thing you hear is Selenil. Because that's a word that's been adapted into common from Elvish, but y'all hear by you hear her curse saying Selil's tits, that asshole, in Elvish. Now, Tarl, you wouldn't really notice this, but Mularn, you've never heard a prioress curse. At least not to curse in a manner such as that level of vulgarity. Like you've heard them damn things before.
yeah.
But you've never heard them take one of the deities in vain.
I agree.
I look back at the prioress and say, well, now, we've got your information on the whereabouts of the woven branch, because one of them's here and the rest are dead, so that's 200 gold you owe us. I said, and we know what happened to the small town of Croft. We did not retrieve the relic, so that ought to be worth something.
She looks at you. I can give you 200 gold. Because she looks at you. Because I can tell you're not lying, little priest. Let's see. What happened to the town of Croft? First off, please dish. Please tell.
It was overrun by vampires.
Vampires?
Well, technically...
That's why they were in a tizzy about that shield.
Yeah. Technically, it wasn't overrun by vampires. Technically, the plane of space of the town of Croft mystically crossed over, literally mist. There's apparently a magic mist that that covered the town of Croft and basically overlapped it and essentially another plane of existence, for lack of a better term, or someplace else overlapped the town of Croft. And it happened to be ruled by a vampire duke who was apparently, from what we gathered, going to use the relic in order to, well, in order to fuck off.
And like you just see something click. That's why he wasn't just demoted. Interesting.
So apparently, someone of his position is apparently more valued dead than alive.
Honestly, I think he has more value than that. That's kind of why I'm here. The people above me don't care. They don't understand what it's like to be a, as they put it, half-breed. In any case, you see a bugbear is brought up. The bugbear has been shaved and put into a tunic and had its hair styled. And you hear the tabaxi start the bidding in the silver range.
I am visibly disgusted, just in general. And
to be fair, this whole thing is disgusting.
Well, yeah, and it I have always hated these things.
You watch as the very well-dressed tabaxi with a large crossbow raises his hand up without saying anything, and the bidding begins. And just there, there's big. So far, there's already big spenders here, so I don't know if I can help that one. But anyway, so I can pay you, but I'm not going to give you the full amount because you didn't retrieve the relic, but you did get rid of the vampire?
They are gone.
Let's see. How about I give you 800 gold all total?
800 for the what happened to Croft and 200 for the information on the Woven Branch makes it 1,000 even.
I'm offering you 800 total. You did half of what I asked you to. I'm giving you 100 bonus for getting rid of the vampire, because we're still going to have to send people out there to check, and then I'm going to give you the 200 for telling me what happened to the Woven Branch. It's 800 total.
What happened? What's your? I'm going to put my hand on Tarl's shoulder. What's the max that you're willing to go on Drifus?
I whisper to him, we've got over.
No, I'm asking her.
Oddly enough, the amount I'm offering you.
The total amount is 1,000. We'll take the 800. The 1,000. Add the extra 200 to what you're spending on Drifus. It's his cut.
I'm offering you 800 straight because you didn't do everything on the mission.
I look over at Millarn. We might as well take that. It's better than nothing.
What's the rumor on how high Drifus is going to go?
It depends. And she points. She points. You see the very well-dressed man over there that just bought the kobolds and just about everything else here today.
Yes.
I'm pulling up character names real quick. That is Sir Ramuel Cobbledonk. He's a merchant. He's originally from he's originally from Ibivis, way off to the north. He's a socialite, and he spends money to try to be a status symbol. Also, he serves bad wine. He's a dick. He will pay for the novelty of owning a former Woven Branch member. On top of that, a half-elven tiefling. They're very rare. He likes to call them his pets. It's absolutely disgusting. And over there, and she points at the elven man that is just still majestically holding a wine glass like he was previously, because I think I had him on the map once before. That is the Richter. That is Richter Elmbor. Technically, he outranks me here simply because this isn't my diocese, you know? Y'all have been in mine. Thank you for all the work you've done. I've heard from the Waystone that you're quite skilled. That's one reason I gave your little friend here the contract.
Yeah, we seem to make out all right.
And the fancy tabaxi with the feather in his hat. That is Lord Snagglemuffin. He's not actually a lord. He called himself Lord Snagglemuffin, and when there's a 6.5-foot cat, you do not argue with them. He trades much with the orc settlements over on Cathar to the east. The rest of these people are just minor nobles and merchants that are looking for cheap help, or at least to rent a penitent for 5 to 10 years. So there's a few here that might bid on Drifus and drive him up, possibly over 1,000. 800 is my top amount. I am pushing the end of my allowance. Now, the thing that I will say both of y'all can pick off of her just talking to her, she is treating this like it's fucking Tuesday. Like, nothing about this is unusual to her. This is just what she's doing.
Yeah, I don't know. I got an idea, but I need to math real quick.
Peregrine, while they're doing that and having this exposition, you're watching the bidding on the bugbear. The bugbear gets up to about 15 gold. What do you think of all this?
She's just extremely uncomfortable right now. It's so foreign. I don't really think that she has a good opinion on it at this time, and probably Arvax would really be the only one that she'd even be able to try to talk to it about. So she's mostly just kind of piggybacking off the other two and kind of just staring in horror and confusion.
I'm gonna look at her. If you can you excuse us for a moment? I'm gonna kind of pull Tarl back to the women. You know, the fair sex, the ones that do 6 buckets worth of damage every turn. All right. She's gonna give us 800. She's gonna give us 800 for the 800 gold for the contract. Split 5 ways. Split 5 ways. That's 106. That's 160 apiece. Would everyone be okay with taking 100 foregoing the 60, pulling it all together, and helping to put in with her towards Drifus.
You can take my full amount. I don't need it.
If I'm not mistaken, M said she was willing to give hers.
Total party-wise that we have that hasn't been split yet, we've got 5,950 gold.
Well, I'm going off of I'm just going off of the 800.
I have never split my put my money into the group fund ever.
I know that Emily
Yeah,
said
neither
that
do I.
Arvax has about 500 gold. She has the 500 y'all got from Butthole McGee, the vampire, and she was willing to use all of that.
Okay.
Well, I'm showing in party inventory right now. With the 800 that she's going to give us, we've got 5950.
And what I was saying is, if you've ever put the whole money that we've ever gotten, my portion never went into that. But I don't know if you did or not.
Oh, what he's got is the party fund that is the leftover and the unclaimed gold.
Yeah, it's stuff that we haven't, stuff that wasn't split yet.
All right. So not dipping into our party. My plan is to give her. She's willing to go to 800. She's willing to go a maximum of 800. Apparently, there are heavy hitters here that can and will potentially drive the price higher than she's willing to go. What I'm saying is,
Give her the 800 so she can bid a total of up to 1,600.
if we're fine with that, we're fine with that.
I'm good with that. We just need to talk her up and let her know, hey, you want to get over on these folks.
Well, give me a second, and let me ask my brother, just to be sure.
You know the answer to that before you even ask it.
Well, I'm going to ask it. I'm going to cast a message, and I'm going to cast a message. Brother, we are discussing. Right, brother. She's going to give us $800 for the contract from the whole Drifus thing. We are contemplating letting her keep it so that she can buy Drifus.
Am I close enough to hear that?
No. You were having a conversation with.
I assumed that wasn't.
All right. No, that was a bust.
Well, what
So
he don't
he's
know
not
won't
here
hurt
to
him.
give you an answer on his part, right?
What's that?
He's not here to give you permission on his part, right?
I'll take care of it if it's a problem.
He doesn't know what she offered. Do it.
Sure. I will make my way back over to her, and we have made a decision. We accept the 800 for the contract, and ask that you use that 800 before your 800 for
Mm.
Drifus.
And she looks at you. Are you trying to use me as a proxy?
I'm trying to
No, I get what you're doing. I love that, but are you trying to use me as a proxy to buy him for you so maybe someone doesn't see you do it?
No.
Damn, I was hoping there'd be intrigue.
We're trying to give you the opportunity to upstage these fine gentlemen around here that you say is going to outbid you.
Arvax is then going to walk up and say that she'll add 500 to that. So that would be a total of 1,300.
And you got 1,300 to start. Up to 1,300 before you have to dip into your funds.
But to be fair, that 800 is my funds to begin with, because we hadn't paid you yet. But yes, I will accept this in a heartbeat. This is going to be fun. And you see her just eye the Richter, and the Richter just holds up a wine glass like, have at you, or whatever, you know, just this very pompous, posh expression from him. And you watch as a beaten, bruised, cracked horn Drifus is actually brought up on stage, wrapped just in a long leather, what looks like a leather duster, but there's no sleeves over it. It looks like he's probably tied up and they have his body covered to probably hide all the lacerations from the flogging. And we have the second most important and valuable one that we have up here. I am not going to start this bidding low. Everyone, yes, I will start it at 500. He's an exotic example of what happens when one family sins, go for generations, and then surge into the appearance. It is the sign of a fallen, woven branch. Behold, Drifus Dales. Drifus does not look up. And you watch as the human raises his hand for 500. The tabaxi raises and yells 600. The prioress looks at you, raises her hand, 7. And the bidding goes for a minute. And then it goes over 1,000. Then it goes 1,200. And you watch the Richter bow out at 13. Cobbledunk raises it to 15. The prioress leans over. Should I blow him out of the water, or should I just tease him a little bit right now?
I'd say tease him a little bit to make him think he's getting the better of you.
She nods, and then she looks over at Cobbledunk, who Cobbledunk's sitting there with the amount. She goes, 15.50. And Cobbledunk, 16. And they start going up by 50 for a moment. And you watch as he turns and bows, looking at her. Prioress, I can do this all day. He'll be the most interesting one that I have in my collection. I might even send him back home. Show him off. She just goes, I hate this asshole. 2,000. 12.25. 22. And you watch as he turns and then looks at her and she just smirks, and then he just, fine, I have enough today. And he begins to walk off. So the prioress is now going to have Drifus is led off stage. And you watch as the Richter, let's see, leaves. Cobbledunk leaves. Fancy Gnome leaves. And you see what looks like a hill giant being led out. I do not have a hill giant token, so I'm just going to throw a troll out there for now. But you see this hill giant being let out, completely chained up. It has a bow tie, like they put like a little bow tie on it. And the bidding begins, but you watch as the hill giant starts to cough and sputter and then starts to vomit blood. And the prior looks at you, I'm going to go settle up accounts. Also, that's gross. And she just goes to leave, and you watch as the rest of the folks starts to back up, including the hill guards. Because it goes from just hacking and coughing to full-on vomiting. Just black, inky disgustingness onto the ground. You watch it.
Blackness from the homunculus.
The folks that saw it can give me a history check, or give me a. I think this is where we're going to do it. For memory, it is history check. If it's a personal memory, it's history check with advantage. I think that makes the most sense for a memory.
What about a perception check using scent to see if I recognize the smell of it from earlier? Would that still be history?
I'm saying roll it for you can smell it, and I'm saying just roll that as like a memory. You have advantage, so that's a 16, a 25, and an 18. Okay, so it is very much the same smell, and you watch as it starts to form into a large creature as the troll looks like it's beginning to deflate, and you watch as the people start to just book back, and the hill guards
I don't think this is part of the auction, guys.
The tabaxi, you just watch the the hairless tabaxi look, throw down a poof of some type of bomb that makes smoke, and then it is gone. And I would like everybody, once I've deleted everything out, to roll. All right, make sure to click your token and roll initiative for me.
This is the same smell from last night or somewhere else?
You had left, so you didn't get the sulfury smell from the ichor, but everyone else knows it's the same smell from those creatures, or what was left of those creatures. Let me see something here. Claire, I'm going to give you control of Emily's character for now, okay?
Okay.
Because she's running really late. Okay, you should be able to open, edit, and move her token, I believe.
Do I roll initiative or wait until I show up?
We will work on that in a minute.
That second one was for Arvax. It looks like it showed up for.
Yep. And it's on brand with her.
I mean, she does only have a 1 for initiative.
Okay, it's controlled by the character sheet, so you should be able to.
All right, before we get this fight started, I got to take the dog out again.
Okay. You see, I think everything on the stream is going okay. Looks like it. I was trying to go through the auction quickly because I wanted to be uncomfortable, but I'm also uncomfortable with it.
Understandably.
I'm just trying to set up that this society kind of sucks.
Yeah, that's the thing.
All right, and the guards in iron, or I keep on saying iron pikes, but the metal pikes are going to go at the end. See, while Cannon's doing that, I'm going to step away and see if I can figure out where Emily's at.
Did they take Drifus specs back behind something, or is he still out there?
Yeah, they were. Her and they sent him off to
Prepare for
settle up.
sale or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am back.
Yay.
Emily was held up because people are people.
Shocking.
Yes, you work retail, which means you serve me. I will make a mess and you must clean it up yourself.
That's the best part of what me and Knox do now. Is still the same job we've always done and are good at, but we don't have customers.
Yeah, that's. Yeah.
Oh crap, that 21's a nat 20 though, isn't it? Yep.
It is.
But Mularn also got a nat 20, so we're going to leave it in the order we're in. Mularn seems to have that hot hand tonight. Is it because you still have the remnants of the spices from the Colonel's special must?
Yes. That is exactly why.
You would be shocked to know how much we talked about how much we love Harlan today.
Oh, yeah, that was. Yeah. All right. So, back here in the stall, Is there a stool?
Give me an investigation check. You're assuming because one of the stalls has a halfling and a gnome in it that are over the top of the crates of their food, and they're not like low, little, close to the ground crates. So there's probably a bench or a stool or something that they're standing on. But the proprietors of the sweet stand have booked it. If that's the one that has the cover over it. You see the dwarf that had all the ales and breads has like pulled out a crossbow.
Alright. I'm gonna move to here and look over and see like a crate or a step stool or something that they were sitting on. And
You're just going to pick it up. Catapult. So it's got to make a dex save, right?
yes.
There's a 15, so that is going to be a failure.
That is a failure. Three D8.
Nice. Is that your turn?
I am then going to. This is a nice open space, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm then going to take a step.
Run.
What's that?
If you're doing the big lady, do the other big lady.
It's an big open space, though.
Correct, but she'll be better at it.
Oh, fine. I'll step over here, and oh wait, is that a?
Let's see. You've already cast
Yeah,
catapult.
It's a. For some reason, I thought it was a bonus action. It is not. Oh, okay. How would you like to be able to have dragon's breath, Peregrine?
That actually sounds pretty dope.
Because I can. So I'm gonna cast. So I am going to cast. Give me 2 seconds.
Catapult is a leveled spell, though.
Dragon's breath is a bonus action spell.
Right, but it's a level 2 spell. You can't do.
That's not a cantrip.
Yeah, you can't do 2 leveled spells in the same turn.
All right. All right. So I will take care of that later then. Yep, that's me then.
All right. So that's you. Y'all watch as it moves here. Let's see. So you watch as the first hill guard is able to dodge it. But you watch as the other hill guard right in front of Tarl, and as one of the wealthier members of the Hillen Society are snatched up by this thing's arms as you watch as 4 massive arms start to come out. And it starts to form up and goes from being that ichor moving almost like a ooze to becoming more of a cloud-like or vapor-like substance.
When I threw the stool at it, did it look like it did damage?
It looked like it did damage, but you also watched as the stool hit it. It rippled for a moment, and then it got absorbed into it. And you watch the two people that got snatched get pulled into the mass of this thing. And very quickly, their screams are silenced. Like you hear a blub and a burgle, and then it starts to become more gaseous. And you can no longer see their forms. You just see this thing's arms coming out from the mist, and a set of eyes start to glow. Tarl.
So, what's happened so far?
The troll started vomiting up black ichor. The ichor began to take form, and it's now turning from what looked like a moving puddle into a large gaseous figure with 4 arms and a set of glowing eyes. It snatched up 2 people and absorbed them into itself. Let's see, hold on. Where were you originally? See. Okay. Okay, yeah. It would be able to do an attack of opportunity.
Does it have reach?
It does. Does a 25 hit, Tarl?
Yes.
That's 6 slashing. Give me a strength save. Okay, you are grappled by the creature as you're trying to run away. It just grabs onto your leg and is starting to try to pull you towards it. Okay, so 18 on that guiding bolt. 16's not bad. All right, let's see. I got to roll something on him. It's going to let you go when you hit it.
Did it do any damage?
Yes, it is also glowing. You nailed it with your guiding bolt. You have your movement back now because when you hit it, it let you go.
And I moved.
All right. Peregrine.
All right. Can she somewhat move, like, since this is the diagonal space, can she kind of move into this space?
No, you can't be in the same space as it, but right here.
Like, just outside of it?
Yeah. Hold on. I am clicking the wrong thing. You'd have to
Hang on,
be,
I need to remeasure something right quick anyway.
You'd have to be in this box right here, because technically that is within its space.
Okay, I'm actually gonna be safe and 10. Okay. Strike that because I mismeasured. I'm instead gonna go this way, and I can move around it without it doing opportunity, right?
It already took its attack of opportunity against Tarl.
Oh, true. Doesn't matter anyway. Okay. She is going to jump up in the air and slam down on the ground. And as she does, the tremor radiates out from her in a 10-foot radius. And it
Mhm.
needs to make a dex saving throw for me.
Okay, this is ground based.
Yes, and the DC is 14, which is not that great.
Okay, when you slam down like this, you notice that it's not actually touching the ground. So I'm going to give it advantage on this, but it's still in the area of effect.
It's not touching the ground. Okay.
So it's a 19.
Okay.
But
That's fine.
when you slam down, that's when you realize this thing went from being a puddle to this gaseous form completely.
Okay. Is it considered a... Would it be affected by difficult terrain then?
You don't know.
Okay. I'm gonna draw a shape. Whoop, didn't mean to zoom in that much.
I'm going to draw a shape. I'm going to draw a shape.
This is... Oh, wait, no. Sorry. This is difficult terrain.
Okay. Because you cracked all the rocks and made the sidewalk all bad.
Yeah. And she's got a rage. The end.
All right. And you're running with Arvax for now. Can you move her token?
I can. Oh, let me look at her sheet right quick. I think mostly she hits, right?
She smack.
Okay, she smack. She gonna smack. Does she have one smack or two smack? She has two smack, I think, because she has extra attack.
Yeah, y'all are level 7 and she's a pally. She should have 2 smack.
Okay, she two smack. Smack. Smack.
Let's see. 12 will miss, a 26 will hit, but Emily just got home and she said, remember smite.
Can I put a smite for her in on the hit one?
Yes, because that's the glory of being a paladin, is you drop divine smites
Yay.
whenever the hell you want. So
I think it was
I'm
here, the branding smite. Is that what it is?
no, that's a spell you have to cast as
That's
a
a
bonus
spell.
action. Smite, just
smite.
roll 2d8.
2d8. 2d8. Oh. Practically the highest and the lowest you could roll, but that works.
All right, hold on. I'm double checking her character sheet. No, she has dueling. Never mind. I thought she could re-roll something. All right, so that is 20 damage.
Not too bad.
All right, the Hill Guard. This guy's fucking off. That guy is definitely fucking off. All right, let me roll a d20 for this guy's wisdom save. He's gonna fuck off. But you got one brave boy.
I will protect him with my life.
Stop adopting people.
Never.
He has an 18. Our boy does 4 damage.
+2.
No, that's from the d20. Or that's from the nat 20 on it.
You're right. My bad.
Okay.
His name is Reginald, and he is our friend now.
There, just for you, because you did that. Now I'm going to have to kill Reggie. Metal pikes are going to rush in.
How does flanking work with this many people?
This thing doesn't seem to really be affected by flanking it so much.
Doesn't really have a front and a back.
Yeah, like there's some eyes in it, but these arms are bending in ways that don't really. They're not natural. Okay, well, the second one did some stuff. Wow. Wow.
He tried.
Wow. Okay. All right. Mularn, give me a roll for your not Mularn, but Malak.
I don't see it. I don't see a token, so I'll just roll it.
I just dropped you on there. At the top.
What? Oh, there it is. Okay.
You just come scooty puffing in.
There you go. $14.
I think my wife just told me I sucked. All right. Apparently our dog peed on the bath mat.
Oh no.
To be fair, he has not been that bad about it in the new house. But he did that sneakily. All right, back to the top of the order with Mularn.
Hmm.
What was that?
There. I'm thinking, taking stock of where everyone is, and changing my mind because I don't want to get that close because I saw it hit Tarl. With there's a whole bunch of people around there.
Yeah, people kind of swarmed him.
Yeah.
They would have all been booking it at the end of the turn.
I will go ahead and make a ranged spell attack. So
Wait, hold on. Tarl, you had done Guiding Bolt, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so that 15 for that Peregrine rolled for the longsword for
Arvax.
Arvax would have hit.
Sweet. So another 14.
Yep. What is this roll?
that is for Ray of Sickness.
It will hit.
Okay. It needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
No, it is poisoned until the end of the next turn.
What is that? Ray of Sickness, make a spell range spell attack on a hit. Target takes 2d8 poison. and makes a
Ye-
Constitution saving throw. On if it fails, it's poison until the end of your next turn.
Yes.
Okay, so you spray it with poison. There's a 24. So I'm assuming it is not poison until your next round. Give me a perception check for me real quick, Mularn.
A perception check.
Looking at it, you realize that the poison probably didn't have much of an effect on this creature. If any, other than now you can see that green, sickly energy from your magic swirling within its body.
Uh-oh.
Huh. Okay. We'll keep that in mind.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over here.
You run over to where the other people are running.
Hey, how's it going?
Just the guy looks terrible, and he just keeps running.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. That happens a lot. Just keep. Bye. Okay, bye. Rude. All right,
Okay.
and that's me.
Okay, you watch at the end of your turn. It's going to use its one legendary action of the round. You watch as its figure pulls in on itself, and then you hear a rumbling, and then there's an explosion of energy from it as a wave of darkness comes out of its form, hitting everyone that is around it. I need Peregrine and Arvax to give me a con save.
That's Arvax. That's Peregrine.
Okay, so Arvax and Peregrine are going to succeed. Reggie is not.
Reginald, no!
Let's see. The two metal pikes. One does, one doesn't. So I'm going to roll as a wave of necrotic energy hits, but as well as there's going to be a little bit of poison as this thing kind of farts out the sickness.
I want to get down with the sickness.
That is 12 to everybody that failed, 6 to everybody that succeeded. Peregrine
And 3 to me?
and 3 to Peregrine because she takes less. She takes less on that.
Tanky.
And 9 poison. That'll be halved to the people that saved, so that'll be 4 poison, 2 for Peregrine. But our boy, our beautiful, beautiful boy, Reggie's dead.
No!
One metal pike is dead.
He was a candle snuffed too soon.
One is not looking so good.
You guys are useless.
They're town guards. You're a level 7 adventurer. Screw off. You went professional. These are the guys who are part-time. So harsh to them, Peregrine.
I mean, it's true, though.
Okay, so start of this one's turn. I mean, also, I can't give y'all super duper strong, like, NPC dudes here. I'm assuming a 12 misses everybody. Damn. Well, it's going to eat this last dude. because I know how much HP he has left. Minimum damage is above that. You watch as he snatches that one up while flailing some other arms at y'all. Seems to be old Critter's turn. Tarl. A 20 hits. Cannon is crushing it. Y'all know that? What
Yeah.
level did you cast this at?
Level 4.
Fuck.
Oh, go big or go home.
Yeah. I keep forgetting y'all have level 4 spells now. Y'all all got like what? All the spellcasters, y'all have one level 4 spell slot at this point?
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus, that's 30 damage. That's nice.
I haven't casted a level 4 spell yet, though.
That is nice.
Nox, did you really not grab 02?
Did he not grab what?
In the Mude? When you rolled that? Did you really not grab 02? Boy, we're gonna have words.
Is he gonna catch hands like the wizard and
She
Frosty
is
the
literally
Snowman?
in the top 5 out of the like hundreds of thousands of waifus that exist.
Oh, yeah, I didn't really.
For the gentle viewer and listener,
would-
Claire made a waifu game on
No,
our.
she's the top. She's literally number 1.
Okay, let me put this into perspective for you, my dear. Oh, those are points.
Yeah.
There's points.
Yeah. Those are values.
I was wondering how you got. I was wondering how you got those points. Neat.
All right, be right back. I'm gonna go die in a ditch right quick.
I'm over here.
I'm more of the impression of, who the fuck is that? I don't care.
Yeah, I'm with Moose. Like, I've mostly been getting the characters from series I know or SCPs. Or if
I
all
mean,
else.
while yes, if you see a character that pops that's in the thousands of value when most are at 30, that should be noticeable.
I'm actually trying to get to where this is because apparently I'm a ways back.
It's literally the last one that was rolled. Most recent one.
Neat. So those crystals. Okay. Hey guys. So apparently in the waifu roll, the crystal things are points.
Huh.
I learned something new today.
I mean, like, this is what I've been doing. Either I get a character from a series I know, get an SCP, or if it's not the most ridiculous anime titties. If it is, I will waifu it sometimes just because I'm trying to make people judge me. And then I snatch up Trevor Belmont because Trevor is bae. Any case, Peregrine.
She gonna
And you
just
have
hit.
advantage on attack this time too.
Ooh, yay! All right, she's gonna do all her hits then.
I'm gonna put
Or
the yellow.
both her hits.
I'm gonna do yellows on him for now. Well, you as barbarian, so that's what you can do. Ah, the 20 hits. That nat 20 though, nah. Yeah, it hits.
There's like I barely did any damage. Well, how does my damage suck so much?
Because you rolled a 1 on your damage.
Twice.
Wow.
God.
You don't have Great Weapon Master, do you?
No.
You didn't get a fighting style as a barbarian?
No.
No.
Shit, I thought that was
you are thinking of Grog, who took the feat Great Weapon Fighting.
You are correct. I just swore.
Man, and on my crit, I got 2
I'm sorry.
got
on a
great.
1d10. Fuck. That was such a waste.
You smack. You smack.
I'm guessing we can't mulligan damage.
No.
I barely smack.
You gently caress with the axe.
That's it.
Also, hold on. Is your axe special in any way, or is it just axe?
It's just axe.
That's
Is it
it.
even further reduced?
Possibly. Anything
Do I
else?
need a chair leg?
You don't know. I mean, it did something. You're just you're fighting a giant dark evil fart cloud.
All right. That's it for me.
Which, by the way, this thing smells terrible. It is that sulfurous, acidic, and chemical taste. Are you going to do anything else, or are you going to stand there?
No. I'm gonna pass a little further, just over like this, staying within its range. Just, I know we can't flank it, but just so if it does any like cone effect thing, maybe it'll pull it away.
Okay, it is at the end of your turn going to use its legendary action for the round because it got it back at the end of its turn. Release a series of attacks at you. And miss.
The last one hits. I only have 17 AC now.
11 slashing, reduced to
Which
5.
is,
Malak, you come flying in on your broom.
I'll just come in and say, "Oh, hey, everybody, look at me!" Whoa. God, I really can't leave y'all alone.
Good. Hey, who wants to check out my new dope-ass ride?
Check me out, though. Look! Look at me. Witness me.
The broom is now eternally chrome and shiny and chrome.
So I'll just zoom in and, be all broomy and looking cool. Do I have any movement left, or is this like where I ended up?
I will say you started your turn there, so you can still move.
Okay. I'll just zoom a little bit closer, like right here-ish. And then I'll see my brother way over there, and I'll say, "Hey, is this another like table thing or magic or what's going on?"
Seems yes, but seems like normal stuff works.
Cool. And there are 3 dead people next to Arvax, correct?
There are 3 dead. Okay. There are 2 dead ones. This guy got pulled in, but wait, I don't even have him in the turn order, so I can just do that. In fact,
Okay.
none of them are in the turn order anymore because they're all dead.
Oh, okay. He's a big old thing, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, probably a good 16 feet tall of gassy army terribleness.
Alright. Well, I will make a 20-foot radius so that it hits him, it's gonna start like here-ish and then go out this way. So that it doesn't hit anybody else. And what you see is he goes, "Huh, cool, let me try this new thing."
Oh.
And then a big old blob of acid will just kind of float over there and then grow really big and pop like a little bubble, like you would blow at the store with the little bubble things. And he has to make a dexterity save for a vitriolic sphere.
That's a no.
So he takes 29 acid damage. And at the end of its next turn, it'll take 5 more d4.
Okay.
And then I'll still got a little bit. I'll say, check it out, man. I'll just fly over to my brother and be like, did you see that? Also, I met your chick. She seems cool.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, she's nice.
That's my turn.
All right. Arvax.
Double hit again.
Go smack, smack.
Is this still with advantage?
No, because you
It was
hit.
only the first. Okay.
Yeah, you're when you hit with advantage. So
Oh,
21.
doesn't matter.
Yeah, 21 and a 24 are gonna hit.
Another smite. How many smites does she have? Is it
She
spell
can.
slot?
It's yeah. She uses spell slots. So you can drop at this point. You could drop with her a first level.
She's got 5. Or no, actually, she's got more than that. She's got 4 and 3, and I already used 1.
So she's got 6 spell slots she can still use. So you could dump a second level smite or a first level smite. Second level smite is 3d6, correct?
I thought it was D8.
Sorry, d8. Yeah, it's a d8. It should be 3, right?
Let's do a second. Or, yeah, a second. So 3d8. Bam.
Okay, you can do it on both of them.
Let's do it.
Jesus Christ!
Worth.
No, you can't do it twice. We take that back. Flip the chronogramma on. Flip the Hermione necklace. We're going back a minute. All right, so that's 30, 43, 51. Jesus.
We would, but you made it 7,000 gold.
This is true, but it's worth 7,000 gold.
I mean,
Also true.
So, yeah, that got its attention, but it no longer has legendary actions. End of the turn, all the townsfolk are booking it. Last one to make it out is Grandma. All right, Mularn.
all right. Oh, look. Might as well. It's there. I'm here.
Are we about to have another 4th level spell dropped? Nope, Lightning Bolt.
No.
Damn.
Yeah. 8.
All the D6s.
Yes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not 9, 8. D6. Wow.
How do you want to do this?
Nice. I want it to. It is going to. I'm going to cast lightning bolt. It is going to hit it. It is going to attempt to absorb it. Like it did the poison when from my ray of sickness. And as it does, and as it goes to pull it in, I'm gonna scream Kamehameha, and it's just gonna kind of go boom and evaporate.
Yeah, it goes exactly like that.
I am going to kind of run. I want to kind of go make my way over to it, near it and the troll, and start looking around for another bone.
Give me an investigation check. You find a rune engraved jawbone.
I'm gonna add that.
Looking at it, it probably was originally an orc. The tusks have been pulled.
Okay, I'm gonna add that to my bag and kind of examine the giant and see does he look like does it look like this was implanted into him, or does it look like this he may have eaten it?
As you get over to the hill giant, its body is deflated like a balloon. There seems to be nothing left inside this thing other than its skin, which is, when you feel it, very rubbery. And when you pull your fingers back, there is it's like a layer of it has slumped off on your fingers. While he's doing that, is anybody else investigating or checking anything?
Peregrine's gonna walk around the area that she broke and slowly smooth back out the ground so it's no longer difficult terrain. It's gonna take her like a minute to do it, but
Okay, would you roll an investigation check for him? She just yelled at me that
Oh,
she said
yep.
yes.
investigation. Oh, sorry, wrong one. That was intimidation.
She intimidates the hell out of that corpse. What'd you say, Em?
My bad.
No. So 15. Tarl, Mulak, are y'all doing anything?
I'm just floating around in my broom.
I'm just standing back looking.
All right. The dwarf that y'all now remember there was a couple crossbow bolts that were fired that missed. The dwarf that was selling food from the cart behind y'all has just put ales for all of you on the table.
I'll take one and slam it.
It's okay. It's a morning beer.
Yeah, I'll have one too. I'm not gonna slam it, but I'll sip it
I'm good, thank you.
Okay.
as well.
With the 15 investigation, I'm going to type it into chat, or I'll send it as a message to Emily. But Arvax finds a couple of gemstones amongst all the ichor from this thing.
You say a couple of jawbones?
A couple of gemstones.
Gemstones.
Your brother found a jawbone.
Can I tell what type of creature the jawbone's from, or at least deduce whether or not it's like an herbivore or carnivore?
Well,
Using survival or nature?
the jawbone was from an orc that had its tusks pulled.
Oh, okay. It was that. Gotcha.
I tell the vendor that provided the ales, make sure anybody that asks about this, you tell them the Fall Guys did it.
I can do that right there for sure.
That we did the good thing, not the bad thing.
He just looks at you like you're dumb.
But we get blamed for a lot of things, so
Em, what are you
And we're
listening
for
to? It's
hire.
getting picked up. So this is where we will end tonight's session.
oh damn.
And I also tell the vendor you need to pass around to all your buddies that might have links with the higher ups. Let them know the Fall Guys ought to be paid for taking care of this, protecting their citizens.
All right. I'll let the head of the vendors market know. But I hope y'all had fun with this. Finally got the unpleasantness of the Penitent auction out of the way, and now just deal with the ramifications of that. But it seems like something is going on in Hillens. Let's see. So Thursday this week we'll be having Tears of Kairos. Next week nothing's really planned. Maybe we'll get together and play a game or something one day, but kind of don't have anything scheduled so that everybody can kind of enjoy their holidays, enjoy time with family. And then we'll be back in January with more Holy Winds and the return of Lost Seas the last Monday of the month, and a couple of different new things coming down the pipe. So it'll definitely be something enjoyable. So I will turn it over to Knox for our sign off.
We appreciate y'all hanging out with us and watching our shenanigans. So until next time, folks, do not let your meatloaf.